Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
65.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. 180. 11.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
White.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards there and a Niner first. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer. Create.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. 67 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. Finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
From the 35 on second down. Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
3rd and 14.
So Dalton now. Airing one out for Boyd. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, 74 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11, 11, 11, 11.
Come on, QB, come on.
This is Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
21.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now the 49ers. Signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to air it out deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Coleman now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They will run again with Coleman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
93, 52, 93.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. First and 10 for Dalton. He's got Green. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Andy Dalton, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Short boot, taken at the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Geno Atkins got home that time. Back now in Cincinnati. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't... know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Dalton gets it to his running back, Bernard. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And
now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
2 by 2. Move.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Ha,
Ship.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
368.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Dalton looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the night. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Carl Lawson, his 2nd sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing, Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Check. Lucky.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
I'm scared. Jim.
Hey, Charlie. Hands up.
Dalton now to pass. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike 54.
Smooth.
Pick it up. He's checking.
Heavy.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Check.
White.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here you go, 3, 68.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Regular.
23-yard line.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Hey, one set.
Heavy.
54. I'll get him.
Dalton here from the gun. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And Dalton to throw. He's going to air it out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.